fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the Seattle Seahawks. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Now the extra point. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 7-0. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. On 1st and 10, time. And a grab made by Doug Baldwin. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. Looked like man coverage, able to read it there on the outside for the completion. That'll be something to track as the game goes along here.
It certainly will, and there's so many different ways that they will try to figure out whether they're in man or zone. Sometimes you'll run a guy in motion to see if someone runs with him. Other times you'll empty out the backfield, spread it out, and see if everyone comes out and matches up. In any event, anytime you see man coverage, you tell your guys you got to win those matchups, because if you do, you'll get the football and probably for a nice game.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They keep it with Miller on 1st down. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
To throw on 2nd down. Todd flushed out right. Looking for Baldwin, intercepted. Devondre Campbell, the linebacker, picks him. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, 28 yards. And the Falcons will extend their lead.
I know we don't talk about it enough, but the intelligence level of the guys up front blocking, the offensive linemen, maybe the smartest guys in football overall. Add in a little bit of athleticism and a whole lot of toughness, you've got a lot to deal with, don't you?
That's why the guys in the backfield get them really nice Christmas gifts, right?
If they're smart, they do.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. It's a big play there for Seattle. 42 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Tom. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Tom. Pressure brought in, and the Falcons get there for the sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. What, he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Come on, let's go. What, 90? What, 90?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Todd underneath for Miller. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. On 4th down, ready to punt, Michael Dixon. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now the Falcons offense, they get ready to head back out here. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And he can't escape the pressure. Ryan goes down. Danny Shelton breaking through to get him for a loss of 7. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. Oh, jumping early from his tight end spot. Maybe trying to get a jump start on that route.
Yeah, I think you're exactly right about that. And oftentimes when you see that, that means the play call was supposed to come in his direction, and he was eager to go catch a pass.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. A fake to Freeman. Now it's Ryan. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. Jones, one of the most gifted wideouts in the league, no doubt. But he's going to have his hands full. He's going to have Josh Norman draped all over him, and that is not an easy challenge.
And is anyone doubting Josh Norman anymore? Because when he came out of college, 4th-round pick, upset that he went that late in his own mind. If you put him in a boxing ring, he's going to go 12 rounds with you on each and every time.
Third and long. It's Ryan. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. They needed 17, and they got 18. A defensive lapse there, and it's a first down. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on third down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last third down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make a play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another first down, almost back to the drawing board.
11 more on that one and another first down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables, otherwise they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. They'll throw on first down with Ryan. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
Escaping the pressure right, and the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
On third down, Devontae Freeman. And he will have the first down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it first and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another first and goal. Now Ryan. Looking middle, and it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal.
A lot can go wrong when you call a play like this down in the red zone, but that's where you appreciate this from your head coach. He's now...
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Julio Jones from 6 yards away. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Extra point attempt to follow here. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 21-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And out now come the Seahawks. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Tom under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Vic Beasley in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Alongside my broadcast partner, Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin hits the Seahawks with a football to begin quarter number 2. They do. However, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. From the gun, Todd. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a first down.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
Now he's going to let it go deep, back over the middle. That's caught inside the 20. And he's taken down inside the red zone, past the Seattle 15. A big play on 3rd down for the Falcons. And even 50 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. 10 more there and another first down. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
It's a quarterback sneak, and he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. It's their quarterback with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get ready to come back onto the field. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Second and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
You got him! You got him! You got him! 555! 555! Ohio! Ohio!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the first. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Come on, let's go! Brad 38! Brad 38!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
Back to throw. Todd finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It'll be a gain of 4, and it'll make it 2nd down. Looking to throw. Todd. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. Terrell Basham in there to sack him for a loss of 6. To throw on 3rd down. Todd buying time to his left. And shedding through the tackle. And that is incomplete. Good coverage that time by the linebacker, Deion Jones.
Well, there's a bunch of pressure that time on 3rd down. They nearly got him. Probably should have gotten him, but he's able to escape the pocket. But unfortunately, by then, that play had already broken down.
On now is the big leg of Greg Zuerlein. He has hit from as far as 61 away in his career. This will be spotted just shy of midfield. A 59-yard attempt. So they tried the 59-yarder and missed it, and now this offense starts just 1 yard shy of midfield. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw it back deep over the middle. And both guys were there, but it falls incomplete. So 1:56 to play in this first half. Back to CenturyLink Field after this. The Falcons on 3rd down. A perfect 4 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Back to throw. Well, they would have gotten a conversion if he could hold on. Instead, the drop means it'll be 4th down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Back to throw now on 1st down. He goes underneath to Freeman. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. Call it a gain of 5. And that'll make it 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
They'll set up to throw. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Looking deep for Julio. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off a big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. He came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32.
Single receiver. Hey, you're on an island over there. Single receiver. 82 is mine. I got 82. 82 is mine.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Time. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Seems like this defense, especially the secondary, has really been contesting about every throw in this first half.
Remind me of a good half-court defensive basketball team. Every time a pass is thrown, they're right there in good defensive position, able to affect the play.
Back to throw. Todd. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. Now here's Michael Dixon as he's on to punt for Seattle. And he puts a little something extra into this one, by far his best of the night. Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. And you got to think, if this is anything other than just taking a knee, I'd be very surprised.
Yeah, they've got enough to talk about at the half. Why do anything else? Just get out of there.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. 30, the 20, 10, and he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Extra point right down the middle. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you cross-country to Orlando, Jonathan Coachman is there and has our EA Sports halftime report. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Now a handoff looking right, and the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Brandon, we're into the second half, and this offense has not scored a lot of points, and that was another example of why. I think it's time to open things up and start really trying to move the ball.
Off the play fake. Todd. And Lockett with a grab over the middle. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. On 1st down, Todd setting up the screen for Miller. Past the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
This will be caught at about the 5. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. Looking to throw. Todd. And incomplete. Jonathan Cyprien there defensively to make the play.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Ohio! Ohio!
They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Lamar Miller taking it in from a yard out. And the Seahawks are able to strike for 6. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Zerline out now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So we get set to start this 3rd quarter. Here's the Falcons offense now.
Gun! 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 Right. He's tied right here. He's tied on the right. Tied on the right. Even.
A handoff. Devontae Freeman. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. Freeman with a fast feet. All told, it's an even 30 and a 1st down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them.
57 to fight. 57 to fight. No. Check. Patriot.
Now they'll run it on the toss. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
3rd quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
They'll set up a throw. And it's complete. Hooper. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. First catch of the new season for him, and he picks up the 1st.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down.
So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Now flags come flying in. One of the Falcons moved early. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now. 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. And an alley to run. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And finding the tight end Hooper. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, they'll try the option left. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. This has been a long drive. You got to figure a field goal would be a letdown. Can they convert now on 3rd and goal? He'll drop to throw. Being chased out left. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And the Falcons add on. So it goes for a rookie quarterback. He had the INT earlier in this first half, but he bounces back with a touchdown pass.
And you have to like the mental acumen, the toughness, the fortitude of him, because oftentimes for a rookie, you throw an interception early, you're taken right out of the game, or mentally, you check out a little bit. Give him a lot of credit for bouncing back.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quicker. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. On 1st and 10, Todd. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. The Seahawks on 3rd down. Just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. Back to throw. Todd. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. But I believe a Seahawk was able to get a handle on this, so this will remain Seattle ball.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
On play action, they'll throw. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Calvin Ridley, 42 yards. And the Falcons continue to pour it on. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will swell by one more. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That'll be taken in the end zone. Weaving through traffic, and now he's free. The 30, 10, 5.
All right, let's give credit where credit is due. How about that return? Great blocking, great vision, all the way down to the 2-yard line. The only person who has to be upset, the guy who didn't get it into the end zone. That far and no reward?
Zerline connects on the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. After the made field goal, Zerline back out there now to send this one away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 30. Yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Gone! Three down. Here we go now. Blue 90.
They toss to Freeman. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 14 yards there at a 1st down. They'll look to throw here. Escaping the pressure right. Over the middle, complete. It's Freeman. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
All right, now, lucky 56.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw is going to be incomplete.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it'll be tipped up and picked off.
to throw now on 2nd and 10. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry. Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said. And now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. But good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3. But this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my...
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Vic Beasley in there to get him for his 2nd sack of the night.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. He hits Baldwin right side. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Tech McKinley in there to get him the 6th time they've sacked him tonight. Now here's Michael Dixon as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Atlanta now coming out on the field. We've got a lopsided game here. I don't know, Charles, what does the handbook say that we discuss when we've got a game like this in the 4th quarter?
Hold on a second. Let me thumb to the proper page on that. Know what it says?
What?
Let's discuss how we got here. This is a dominant performance, where they took control of this game, how they've managed to keep control of this game, and then we go ahead and think about how we're going to leave here and get to the airport. In a lopsided blowout, the roads are usually open.
And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try. Score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. The Falcons on 3rd down. Now, they've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. They'll run it now out of the gun. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Letting one go deep for the end zone. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. So they went to the booth to see if that was a touchdown, and they have decided it will not be a touchdown. 6 points off the board. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Steps away to his left. And avoids the contact by sliding. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. They're going to look to throw. Throw right side, caught by Ridley. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Second and goal from inside the 5.
Detroit! Detroit!
They get it to him running left. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll look to throw. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Call it a gain of 3. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Seahawks able to come up with a goal line stand. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed. It's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
To throw on 2nd down. Time. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. It was Ricardo Allen there on the coverage.
When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point, get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Fielded at the 33. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there before the game, all the hoopla, just having football back, so special.
It is an opening day, opening game. There's just nothing like it because you really build to a crescendo. But the best part for us is that crescendo lasts for a while. Opening game here, an entire season, we get into the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. I was really excited. I could barely sleep last night. I can't imagine being a player.
So for the Falcons, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory here in the season opener. And they'll return home next week to take on the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Seahawks, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to L.A. to take on the Rams. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Standing, look in the mirror, how could you face that? Mask on, don't even know where my face at. Plenty don't even know where waist at. All these in the room, how could you waste that? Huh? Why would you chase that? It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. No matter what, I'ma stay black. It's a never-ending run on this racetrack. Need more jewelry. What I tell myself as I'm writing my eulogy. Ask the mirror, how you put up with this foolery? It reply, how you put up with this song and dance, soulless buffoonery. Long romance, death, what it do to me? Yamagini dream was a nightmare. He was dancing with the devil for his life, yeah. We all on the dance floor. Girl, come with a dance. Puerto Rican in the breathing heavy. Little had my looking daddy. Couldn't tell him nothing cause we lost him already. Cozy boy with his